Hey guys, hope you're well. It's Talamic here with DnB Academy, and I want to do a quick video on keeping people engaged using effects, basically. I've done a couple of videos recently on, first of all, on effects and using effects, and creating effects from existing elements in your tune, creating atmospheres from existing elements in your tune, and generally like building depth in your mixes, because I think a lot of people like do the first sort of few core layers and then get stuck and they're like, I don't know where to go next. What's the best thing to do? This is sort of an extension of that, I guess. So the genre that I actually think does this really well is dance floor. I don't write a lot of dance floor, really. I've done bits and pieces and things like that. And this is sort of an example of that, I guess. This is Remedy with Rink, which came out on my album on Liquidity. It sounds a bit like this.
Up and help me out to leave this place, 'cause you're my only remedy. You're the remedy. You're the remedy.
Yeah, so kind of dance floor influenced. I was sort of inspired, I guess, by like a lot of the modern dance floor stuff, but also guys like Technomatic and things like that, where they kind of have that dance floor flavor. Tunes like Night Vision and that kind of thing, which is why the drums feel a little bit more in that kind of flavor. But yeah, I want to talk about effects. We've got a fair bit of them. As I said, I think dance floor does this really, really well. My main thing is that whenever I'm doing effects hits and things like that, is that I want to keep momentum moving through the tune. That's always the main goal. So you've got different hits going off at different points, and it's either pulling or pushing to keep the tune moving from point to point. We can do that with various other things as well, like the lead is quite busy here. And there's various like plucks and things, especially layered with the bass. To keep things moving. But yeah, I think that adding effects is just another way to sort of keep that interest. So we'll take a look at the effects bus here. We've got a bunch of different stuff. There's some atmospheres up here as well, but I'm not so worried about those. It's more these different hits and stuff. So first of all, we have this big break before the drop.
Remedy. You're the remedy. You're the remedy.
And in the background, underneath Rink's vocal,
Remedy. You're the remedy.
we've got the sweeps going in the background, which is that like pulling. So we've got the pull up to this point here where everything drops out. So two different layers of pull. One pull drops out and the other one comes in. So you've got two like layers of momentum. And then we have two impacts on the drop. We have one on that main hit and then one on the snare after. So it's which one with the drums, if we do all of that, if I just so the drums and the effects. You can hear that on the kick and then on the snare. And it's also like a call and answer, like the lower hits. In fact, not even the lower hits, but a lot of the like higher pitch stuff is happening on the snare. Anyway, those die out. And we have everything else kind of carry for a little while. And then it gets towards a second and we have more pull. It's only like a few seconds later. And they all stack up. So you have the vocal first. Then this one. And then... And so all together. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. And again, two different effects. We have this, which has some like sort of momentum to it, and then just an impact. And then again, we have a transitional moment here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers going on, all stacking in and coming in at slightly different times. And again, two different impact points. And this all happens as well with the drums dropping out, so we get it. For this like final sort of break section of the drop. And then we have, again, 3 different layers all coming at different times going into the breakdown. You can hear all those different sweeps and stuff in the background as well.
This fight, I can't wait any longer. I know you keep me alive, 'cause you're my light in the dark. You're my light in the dark. 'Cause something inside of me will never seem to change.
Same process as we did before. Loads of different effects all coming at different times. And that same like boom cash, I don't know what the right phrase is, but having these impacts haven't come on the snare as much as just that intro, and that carries on through the whole thing. The second drop is very, very similar. You can see the arrangement of the effects there versus the first drop. You know, this tune was written 3 years ago, something like that. To be honest, I'd probably do more than I did here, but under the same principle, you know, just having layered effects at different times, sweeping towards impact points, and also like carrying between moments as well. Everyone tends to do the hits on the 1, but I think having the 1-2 helps to give more of an impact as well on the drop. You know, we heard it a few times, but it just gives a little bit more, a little bit more going on and a little bit more interest. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, seeing a dissection of this. As I said, I think dancehall, if you're looking for tunes to analyze and stuff like that, Subfocus, Dimension, those worship guys, Andromedic, Lexerus, all those do this really, really well, and are a really good reference point. Even if you're not making dancehall, it's a good tip to have. So yeah, hope that was helpful. Any questions, let us know, and I will see you in the next one.